All right, guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay. Today we're going to be looking at portrait style video or cinematic video on some of my favorite smartphones. So this is the new iPhone that I'm using for this first portion of the video. And one phone I've always put into perspective as having one of the best sets of cameras, even though it's at 1080p for portrait style video, is the OnePlus Open. I shoot a lot of content with the OnePlus Open sometimes when I'm doing a vlog. This time though, no external microphones. It's just whatever the phones have to offer, that's what it has to offer. So I'm kicking this off with the brand new iPhone, and I also have the new Pixel here as well. We're gonna put that up on the chopping block because it's another phone that only offers 1080p for cinematic video. But we know that Samsung offers 4K just like the iPhone does for cinematic video. And, you know, Jay, why do you always harp on cinematic video? Why is cinematic video so important? Well, cinematic video is important because vlogs, if you're a person who likes to vlog, you want to make sure that you're the subject of the video. And also when you look at movies and things like that, they're using a lot of portrait frames on there. So it's basically blurring out the background as much as it can blur it out. And then, you know, you're the main subject and you're in frame. Now, I actually have the iPhone set to f2.2 on the f-stop. It comes standard at f2.8. Just like the OnePlus Open, it comes standard at f2.8, but I always drop it down to 2.2, sometimes 2.5, because the OnePlus Open has some great cameras on there, man. I mean, it's just incredible the way that phone produces footage. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the iPhone off now, and I'll put the OnePlus Open on next, and then I'll move on to some other phones. All right, got them set up here. Had to go and grab the OnePlus Open though, so I'm waiting for it to boot up here. It was turned off for some reason. But this is the new Pixel on the line here on the chopping block. And this is the Pro model, obviously. So Google's version of portrait video is called Blur. It's not a bad thing. It's just that, I'm looking for better quality at 4K. Now, that's not to say, and again, I can't adjust the f-stop on here. I can't do anything. I just have to turn it on and use it for what it is. And it's not a bad thing because you'll see the difference here, just like I will, of the quality that OnePlus is ready to go, of the quality that Google has to offer at this price point. At, you know, I don't know why they don't have portrait video on their phones already. Only they know that. So we have to use what we can get from them. And this is what they're offering. So again, no microphones, no external microphones this time. You don't see me I don't have anything plugged up because I wanted to show the phones at their highest point. This is what they have to offer for the video style that I want to produce on this channel. So this is the Pixel. The OnePlus is fully booted now. It's kind of running through some updates still, and yeah, it's doing a couple of boot ups, but I think it's ready to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop the OnePlus on, and then I have another phone that I'm going to pop on as well, and then we'll close out this video and talk about my thoughts on each one. Now, since I set the iPhone at f2.2, I went on ahead and set the OnePlus at f-stop 2.2. And this is, in fact, the OnePlus Open here, shooting in portrait style video. Now, I've said it before, I do have a little bit of a bias when it comes to portrait video using the OnePlus because it is actually really solid. But what I do want to check out is I wonder how audio is going to be on each one of these phones. I wonder how it's going to be because typically when I'm vlogging, I have an external mic turned on, and I just want the best audio for you guys, but there's a little bit of an echo in here. It is not sunny outside. It's actually getting ready to rain, so it's kind of gloomy out. And so I'm wondering how the OnePlus will actually do in this scenario. So if you're a person out there who actually uses your phone to vlog, these are some examples of what you could possibly get in the same situation. Now, most of us will vlog outside. I see a lot of people holding their phones and vlogging outside. And that's really where you're going to get the best footage. As a matter of fact, I think outdoors, the cinematic video on the iPhone it's almost unbeatable. But I actually have never compared the OnePlus outdoors against the iPhone for portrait style video. I've never done it yet. Maybe I should do it. They all do well outside, but the iPhone really, to me, comes to life when doing videos, not even just portrait videos, just when you go outside and the lighting is perfect for an iPhone, it's almost unbeatable. Like the quality is just so good. I said almost. I didn't say it wasn't unbeatable. I'm just saying that the quality on the iPhones are really good. So here is OnePlus. Now I have one more phone I'm going to put on the chopping block, and then we'll discuss. All right, so here's the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra here shooting portrait video. This is a camera that Samsung's portrait video as a whole, I used to use it all the time. And what you'll notice with Samsung, I think probably, is that it's going to be sharper in some areas. And with Samsung, you can't really adjust the f-stop per se. It's labeled blur 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then also with Samsung, you can actually do different filters. That's why I've always given it an edge. But this is kind of a quality thing, but let's check out some different filters real quick. So here's a filter that you can use if you choose to do portrait video. There's 2 or 3 others, I believe, but just to kind of give you some context on why Samsung's camera suite is highly praised by a lot of people, all the different filters. You can pretty much do what you want to do. And it's not just on the S24 Ultra. This is pretty much on all Samsung phones. These filters have been here since they even got into the pro camera game, I should say. But this is a Samsung camera, and it can do a lot. All right, so I am recording with the winner. You probably can tell who it is already, but I'm going to get to it. So, yeah, how did I come to this conclusion? I looked at the footage and I said, you know what? I got to give it to Samsung. This time around, Samsung's, this phone has gotten some updates, but looking at the quality compared to OnePlus, in this scenario, OnePlus, and this is indoors, and so I've used all these phones outdoors before, and they all do phenomenal. But I think in this scenario, the Samsung definitely took it with a second coming for OnePlus. The OnePlus Open actually looked closer. It looked better than the iPhone for sure, in my opinion. And then it just didn't have that sharpness and crispness that I talked about in the video earlier on in the video. But that being said, though, when I'm not comparing like this, the OnePlus is a killer phone for vlogs. It's just that when you put things side by side like this, man, you tend to really get to see which one you like the most. And I was looking at it here, I was like, man, I had to double check. I said, man, and another thing that makes the Samsung look a little bit better is the color contrast. So I'm looking at the viewfinder over here. I'm looking over here at my laptop. I have it in post here, and I'm getting ready to, well, you guys are watching it. But ultimately, look at the color contrast and look at how the blur is. Now, I probably could turn down the blur on and the f-stop on the OnePlus Open, and it could possibly look different. But I think that this is a very good representation of how good our phones are. That's just my opinion. So I give this one to the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra coming in first, the OnePlus Open coming in second, the new iPhone coming in third, and the new Pixel coming in last. The Pixel has the colors way off. I mean, way off. They're just not. It has me much darker than what I am. It couldn't handle the, and again, this is why I'm on Google so much about their freaking portrait style video. People actually use portrait style video. This is not portrait style video, by the way. This is just regular 4K 60 coming out of the phone. The sun's picking up. I don't know if you saw that little boost there in light, but yeah, I think the Samsung Galaxy S24 killed it this time. It beat out the OnePlus in this scenario. Will it do it every time? I don't know. But typically, I don't compare side by side, like I said. And the OnePlus can slam it home at any time. Maybe it was putting the f-stop at 2.2. I don't know, but fact of the matter is, Samsung S23 Ultra exists, and that is why it is probably closer to phone of the year than any other device. It may not be perfect in any other way, in every way, but it is definitely a well-rounded device and checks more boxes than any phone that I probably have in the suite right now. It's your man Jay. Hope you guys enjoyed. Boom, there it is. Camera comparison, portrait style video, cinematic video on 4 of the greatest phones out there right now. Let's go. I'll see you in the comments. And here's the dog wanting to drink. Really? Don't you put your wet mouth on me. You better not do it. Go